This is for Pastor Noel and Karen first. Continue to love each other, cherish each other. And every chance you get a chance, when you pull into a porch, find a way to send me an email. If you need to call, collect, I'll accept the call. I love you. You haven't gone, but I still miss you. And I'll be here doing something for God when you get back. Love you both. Bye-bye.
Hey, I'm Madeline Tyson, and I would just like to wish y'all a good future and hope that God stays with you wherever you go.
Hey there, I just wish you guys the best, and I hope that you enjoy yourselves, but stay close enough to shore, so if you need us, we can come to your aid. We love you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Monique Lucky. Everybody knows me as Nikki. And Noel, Karen, and kids, I'm going to miss both of you. All of you. But I'm not going to miss you too much because you promised me that I can get on the boat. So I'm waiting for my invitation to get on the boat. But enjoy yourself. Take the time to get to know each other, to get closer to each other, the Lord, and everything else. And just have the best time ever. And like I know everybody has said, come back when you can. Love you, mean it.
I like a trip whenever he went away and he ran on a boat.
Hope you guys all the best going forward, and love you guys. You've always got a home back here whenever you want it. And Noel, enjoy those $20 salads.
Well, we just love the family, and we're going to miss you dearly. I felt like Noel was almost like a son of ours. Dave loved him, and so we're going to miss you.
I'm Rita Kohler, and I remember going to Redbird with Karen about 8 years ago. Has it been that long? Karen and Jean and Lisa Trams and Reba, and our great experience spending a week at Redbird, and that was quite an experience. Got to know Karen much better then.
Teresa, what you got?
I'm Teresa West. Noel has been there for us through thick and thin. He loved Doug, even though Doug was hard to love sometimes. But Doug thought the world of him, and we did too, and my children do. And I'm really going to miss seeing him and talking to him. But I wish them all the best in the world because he earned what he's going to be doing.
Lynn and Dewey Dellinger, we wish Noel and Karen the best of luck.
That's it? All right, good. You're not going to sing us anything, Dewey?
No.
Steve and Kim Lineberger. We'll miss you guys.
Yeah.
Think of us when you're sailing.
And let us know how you are. Keep in touch best you can. Godspeed.
We'll miss you.
We love you.
Hi guys, my name is Ileana Casillo. Most of you guys know me as Mercedes' daughter. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Pastor Noel, who has definitely touched my family's lives and mine. No matter where you're going to sail off to, Pastor Noel, we'll all be with you in a non-creepy way. So. But thank you so much for always thinking about others and definitely broadening our horizon of with our faith and our relationship with the Lord. So thank you.
All right, your turn.
Hi, my name's Nelson Castillo. Pastor Noel, Karen, Ellie, Brandon, thank you for everything y'all done for us. We appreciate it more than you know. This church wouldn't be the same without you. We wouldn't be the same without you. You were brought here by God himself, putting you here on this campus and the old one for a reason, to change our lives, touch us. We appreciate everything you do. God bless and good sailing.
You ready? Okay, go ahead.
Well, I wish everybody the best and luck in your next chapter. And I guess I remember like the food pantry and how you know above and beyond with the food pantry.
All right, tell us your story.
This is Merle, you know me.
Hey, no, we're gonna miss you.
Yeah, we really don't want you to go, but you gotta go.
And you still ought to be regretting that you didn't get one of these shirts for your boat.
You know, Randy is crazy. It's so crazy. But seriously, Noel, we love you. Thank you so much for your ministry. You have been God sent to Stanley and to this community. And we wish you and Karen and the kids, we wish you well. And please come back and see us. And you know that you are in our prayers.
Amen.
Ellie kept me straight when I played handbells, because when I would lose my place, she would just very quietly reach over and point to the place I needed to be. Or turn the page, you know. So Ellie was my, I love Ellie. And Brendan, I never got to know Brendan too well, but I have followed him with his musical and theatrical endeavors, and I'm so proud of him. And Karen is so sweet. She is so sweet. Noel's so lucky to have her. And Noel is Noel, and I can tell him jokes, and he can tell me jokes, and we can laugh because we have a weird sense of humor, both of us do. And I understand his, and he understands mine. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Joy.
You're welcome.
Well, Noel, you know, I'll never forget you, how you met me at the bank, the time when I need to go and take care of some business. You were there smiling and letting me know everything's going to be all right. I appreciate you doing that.
And tell us your name.
My name's Betty S. Lucky. I live on Durham Road, 307 Durham Road, here in Stanley.
Thank you, Miss Betty.
I'm Art Cozart, and I just want to say, Noel, best wishes and Godspeed. Hope you really enjoy your retirement. And, look forward to following you on the internet and see where all you're traveling to. So just be safe and don't forget about us here at Common Ground. We'll hope to see you back sometime.
I remember being dunked by him underwater. That may be a good or bad thing, because I was being dunked underwater and might have got some water up my nose, but I was being baptized, so it's a win-win, I guess.
Excellent.
And then one of the memories I remember about his son was that him at Sweezyville, him playing the banjo, a bunch of people around him playing, and he was playing the banjo. So, yeah.
Well, I have an Ellie and an old story.
Okay.
So shortly after the Sweezies came, Ellie was in 6th grade, and we were having a hot dog sale. And she was sitting and talking to me and talking about teachers. She had some teachers that Aaron had, and but she was a little disappointed because they had a big field trip coming up, and her parents weren't going to let her go because they couldn't go chaperone. They were going to be out of town, and so they were going to the state fair. And I said, I've never been. I would love to go. She said, you would? And I said, oh yeah. So we talked and didn't have to do too much convincing to Noel and Karen to let me chaperone Ellie to the state fair. So that was a big memory for me. I was going to say, her and 3 of her friends, we just had a great time that day in Raleigh at the state fair.
Hey, I'm Jacob Mullen.
I'm Holly Mullen.
Our story is with Brendan Sweezy. We took karate lessons with him for, it had to be 5 years.
I used to beat him up on the mat.
The sparring, we do sparring, and her and Brendan would spar, and
he would always lose to me.
Yeah. I always beat him.
But yeah, so we knew Noel through that, and you actually got him through church, right, with the Boy Scouts? That's how you met Noel?
Yes,
Juggling.
we had, well, it wasn't juggling. We knew Noel through the God and Me with Scouts, so.
All right. Anything else you want to say? Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah. We're sad to see you leave.
See you later.
for being in our lives.
Aww, thank you guys. I got good Noel, Karen, and Ellie stories, but my favorite Sweezy story is Brendan, and how when he was like 12 years old and Mason was 6, he taught Mason how to belch, ear-splittingly loud, like echoing off the walls, and we did not know it until we heard this noise come from our child, and we were like, what in the world? Who taught you how to do this? And it was the preacher's kid. So Mason's almost 13, so it's time for him to pass the torch on to someone else. Good luck. Okay.
Okay, Noel, this is Lou, and I want to thank you for all the things you have done that I've asked you to do, even though they were like way ridiculous or outside of your comfort zone. For instance, you sang the prayer with Valerie in Italian, okay? Also, I seem to remember at the day camp one summer, you became the superhero, and I forgot what your name was, but your costume was amazing. But one of my favorite things we've done together is, it's not easy being green. When you wear your frog hat and filmed with Wesley here on Common Ground. And I loved it, and thank you. And you better stay in touch. SalemPastor.com. Love you.
Just want to say that you guys have our hearts and you mean so much to us, and we appreciate everything you've done for us and how you've always been there for me and my family especially. And we will miss y'all. We appreciate you, and we will be praying for you in your future. Love y'all.
All right, go ahead.
Buddy Smith, thank you guys. You've been a major part of our lives for the last 13 years. Came here as soon as Katie was born, confirmed all my kids, so it's been a really pleasure to get to know all of you guys for the last couple of years, and I'm going to miss you a lot, and the impact that you made on my lives and my children's lives. And I'm going to miss pushing Brendan off the swing. I know he enjoyed that. And I don't know, we're just really going to miss you guys. I hope you have a safe trip. Love you guys. Thanks again for everything. Bye.
My name is Claire, and my favorite story is when my dad pushed Brendan out of the swing.
Well wishes. All right, you ready? Okay.
This is Tabitha.
Come closer.
Hope you have a wonderful trip, and it's everything you dreamed, and I'll miss both of you, and it's been a wonderful sail. I'm so glad you landed in Stanley through the youth dropping toilets in the yards, and you forget to tell me, to the running out of gas going up hills, to all the wonderful people that's come because they felt led to you by a dog and other ways. And anyway, love you both. Many wonderful wishes. Bye.
We're John and Mary Jo Fauner, and this is Hannah, former music minister here at the church, and just love working with Noel. The staff retreat that we got stuck on the side of the mountain because his gas tank wasn't full is very memorable.
Oh my goodness.
And
our small choir of 6 women was very memorable.
Oh yeah, that was great. I had a great time, and I love the church here, so that's came to say goodbye, and glad to be here.
Youth group was fun too.
What was it?
Youth group.
Oh, Hannah loved youth group.
Oh,
trips
very
to the coast.
nice.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Thank you.
Can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. That's what I've been told.
Well, I wish them just safe travels and avoid hurricanes. And my best memory, I wasn't there, but my mother-in-law was at the hospital, and then we went up to go visit her, and Noah beat us there, and Noah visited her, and she was shocked because her own pastor didn't come. No, but Noah did, and I was like, see, our pastor's better. And
well, hey, I'm Cindy Burton.
Oh, I didn't
my kid Gavin. That
Bindi.
was Tim. So I think my favorite Noel story is the first time that we came to church. So Gavin was 3, and we had decided that we needed to have our kid in church, and we had planned on coming and visiting each of the churches in Stanley to decide which one was right for us. But we went to the Methodist church first because that's where Todd and I got married. And we came in and we sat on the very back pew, and Gavin was like a rabid chihuahua and made a lot of noise through the whole service, and we were mortified, but everyone was so wonderful, and just the choir singing and Noel's preaching. When we left, Todd and I both were like, we don't need to visit any more churches. This is where we're staying. So we're gonna miss you. Lots of love.
My name is Robert. Thanks for everything you've done for us, Noel and family. Karen, try not to throw him overboard in the next little bit. Have a good time. Come see us again. We're gonna have your dog and all, so you can't get away from us completely. But, thanks for everything you've done around here.
Hey, we're Doug and Phyllis Ivy, and Pastor Noel, we're going to miss you and your family. We love you, and we're so glad that we've been here the last 2 years to know you.
Yep. And the more we got to know you is the reason that we're here, of what you spoke into our life and ministered to us, and we love you.
Bye.
It's Robin Quinn.
How could we forget?
I am a friend of this church at this point in time, but boy, when I was a member, Pastor did the biggest scare or shock to me. I was all the way up in Pennsylvania at my mom's funeral with my brothers, and I'm standing there in the midst of all these people, and all of a sudden I heard a voice. And I went, what is that? And I turned around, and there's Noel and his family. They'd been taking a trip up the East Coast looking at colleges. And Karen said, we could actually go to the funeral if you want to just take a little detour. And they showed up at my mom's funeral for me, and I'll never forget it. It was most wonderful. And that's one of the reasons I had to be here today, because I had to tell them I never forget that stuff.
So all we want to do is wish Noel well and whatever he does.
All right.
And
Thank you.
We love him, and we're going to miss him.
All right.
Good luck, Noel, and the family.
Anything else to add, gents?
Oh, she's done talked to you.
You're going to miss us when you're gone.
Oh. He's going to miss us when he's gone. That's exactly right.
That's what he's going to miss.
Yeah.
He's going to miss us.
Yep, that's right.
Be careful on the ocean.
All right.
Whatever you do, be careful.
Thank you, Jen.
Hi, we're Cindy and Joe Trobaugh, and we have a wonderful story about a lost dog on common ground. Our Liam got loose, and Joe sat out from about 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. the next morning waiting on this dog to come out of these woods down here. And the next morning, Joe and his daughter were singing a duet at church. And I had to get him up 3 hours after he got into bed and tell him, you got to get up and go to church. And when we got to church, we told Noel the story about the dog coming to the edge of the woods and going back in, and coming to the edge of the woods and going back in. And Noel actually used it in the sermon that morning and talked about how we as people come to the Lord, retreat from the Lord, go back to the Lord, retreat from the Lord, but that our Father in heaven is always patiently waiting for us to come home. And we couldn't believe he had turned that story around and used that story in his sermon, and it just tickled us to death. So that's our story, and we thank you. Thank you.
All right, tell us your story.
This is Merle, you know me.
Hey, Noel, we're going to miss you.
Yeah, we really don't want you to go, but you got to go.
And you still ought to be regretting that you didn't get one of these shirts for your boat.
Randy is crazy. It's so crazy. But seriously, Noel, we love you. Thank you so much for your ministry. You have been God sent to Stanley and to this community. And we wish you and Karen and the kids, we wish you well. And please come back and see us. And you know that you are in our prayers.
Amen.
We had driven up to Lake Junaluska, and we were staying in Maggie Valley in a cabin. Well, I had my GPS going, he had his GPS going, and we've got a string of like 5 cars, and all women driving at the time, and going up the side of this mountain that's this steep. GPS says you have arrived. And we're all like, no. So Noel stops. I mean, it's like 10 o'clock at night. It's dark on the side of this mountain. And he stops and gets on, comes to my car, and we're all going, I don't know. He said, you know, he told me to look for a field. Let's just go. So we keep climbing up this mountain, and I'm second in line. There's other ladies behind me. We go across this field, through this field, and the next thing I know, Noel's lights disappear. He went down, and I'm like,
we've lost our preacher.
I'm like, oh no. So, but being the follower that I am, I followed him. So we, the house we had rented, it was a big house, was just out there down this little dirt road on the other side of the mountain. We get there, and there were Boy Scouts that were parked in our spot. They were out camping. So we had to get women to back out of this area in the dark. Had some tears, and you know, our loving crazy pastor is just like, oh well, you know, and too many stories to tell. But that one, as he went over the side of that mountain, I freaked. I was like, this.
You've lost. Go ahead.
Hi, Joanna. Yeah, this is Sandy. How are you doing? Yeah, good. Okay, I just wanted to tell you quickly, I've got an idea. In lieu of the lawsuit, let's fire him. Yeah, well, we could fire him, give him 3 weeks notice, and he'd still have to preach. Yeah, he'd have to stay till Brian comes. You think that's a good idea? Yeah, okay. That'll be good. Well, you know, we really don't need his boat. He knows how bad a sailor I am already. Yeah, I went out on that boat. Yeah, I was bad. I almost tipped us over. So, yeah, we don't need that. Yeah, I know they kicked him out of the parsonage. Yeah, but he can live at the church. We've got, you know, nice kitchen and everything. They can live here. Yeah, that'll work out. Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll tell him I'm at the church now, and I'll tell him. Okay? All righty. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, you're fired. But I decided, since they kicked you out of the parsonage, we'll just go ahead and just let you go. But we do love you, and we don't want you to go, but it's up to you, and have a good life. We love you. Bye.
Hi, I'm Josh. Bon voyage.